My topic is on the Kinneras and Kinneries in South and Southeast Asian art. Okay. Kinneras are an interesting uh, creature or like character seen both in art as well as literatures in both Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. In Sanskrit, the meaning of Kinnara or the Kinnara is with a question mark, like it's what human, like that. Actually, it's not a full human figure. It's like it's having a half body of a human, either with the body of a head of a horse or with the wings and legs of birds. The male one is called as Kinnara and the female is called as Kinnari. They are usually sing, dance, play and play musical instruments in heaven. And sometimes they are the attendants of gods and goddesses. The Kinnari is the female counterpart of Kinnaras, and they are renowned for their dance, song, poetry, and they are the traditional symbol of feminine beauty, grace, and accomplishment. Coming to the Hinduism, these Kinnaras are mentioned in many literatures, and in Manusmriti, it is referred as Kinnaras were created by one of the 10 Prajapatis. And coming to Mahabharata, it mentions like these are half man and half horse beings, and their character is specified in Adi Parva. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that it's a kind of demigod who plays musical instruments and sing with Gandharvas. In Puranas, it is said that they are born out of the thumb of Brahmas, and in certain Puranas, it's mentioning like they are the children of the sage Kashyapa. In Agni Purana, chapter 51, it says that they are a sect of devas who hold veena in their all of them hold veena in their hand. And in Sanskrit dictionaries, it is said that these Kinnaras are the sons of Ashwamugas and are famous for dance and music. In Buddhism, similar to the Hinduism, it's classed under the lower gods, and their function is to attend on Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. In Mahaprajnana Paramita Shastra, it states that these Kinnaras are divine artists who play musical instruments for God, and their residence is on the twin jewel mountain. In Jatakas, they are described as innocent, harmless creatures like bird and which are who are fond of music, and they play on cymbals. The female one play on cymbals, and the male one play on lute. And their dress is made of flowers, and they feed on pollens. Their cosmetics are made of flower perfumes, and they bath in streams, swing in creepers, and sleep on flower beds. In Hindu mythology, coming to the Hindu mythology, in Rig Veda it is said that the Gandharvas and Kinnaras form the orchestra at the banquets of gods. In Shiva Purana, it is said that they are the attendants of Kubera, having horse body with a human head, or vice versa. And these Kinnaras were the inhabitants of Himalaya region. And in Mahabharata and Purana, there is an interesting thing like uh, there is a region in north of the Himalaya having a tribal people called Kambojas, and they are skilled in horse riding and horse warfare. Probably the myth of Kinnara came from these horsemen. And the interesting thing is, in those regions, there are some tribal peoples who call themselves as Kinnaras. In Buddhist mythology, also, they are said as they are the inhabitants of Himalayas and watch over the well-beings of humans. In Mahavastu, these Kinnaras are described as musical. They are described as the musical accompaniments of Apsaras on pipes. Pipes means the flute-like musical instrument. In Kinnara Jataka, it is said that they are one of the incarnations of Buddha, and in Jataka 481, there is it is saying like that these Kinnaras are caught and put into cages, and then it is presented to the king for their delight. In Jataka 504, there is an biography of a Kinnara who describes himself as human-like, and in Jataka 540, there is a story of a Kinnara who nurses a baby when her parents are gone away to the woods. Iconographically, the features of Kinnaras are like they have human body with the horse of a head, or with wings and legs. Like they have one head, two arms. Sometimes they will be shown as holding a veena, and their ornaments are necklace, stanhara, garland, mala, or necklace up to the waist, jeweled girdle, ratna avyanga, loin cloth, chitravasta, vastra, amulet or angada, bracelet or kangana, bracelet and anklet. The image shown here is the exact image of a Kinnara. We have here we can see his lower part is like a bird with the legs of bird and a tail, and upper part is like human, and he's holding a veena. The earliest evidence of Kinnara in Indian art is from the Buddhist art, and it is from the fragmentary sculpture in Madura Museum, where there is a depiction of half man and half human. It's belong to the Gandhara style, and it is from the 4th century BC. The Asian sculptures like Sanji, Bhargat, Amaravati, Nagarjuna, Madura, and the paintings of Ajanta depicts these Kinnaras. In sculptures, they are usually seen as flanking stupas, and most of the time they are shown as holding a garland or a tray or both. And this is the first one is the image from Bhargat Stupa, where we can see that a Kinnara is holding a garland in his hand, and he's flanking. Uh, and he has a wing on his back and tail of a bird. In Sanji's northern gateway, we can see a couple of Kinnaras on both sides of this stupa, and all of them are probably offering to the Buddha relics, and is holding a garland in their hand. And this one is from the Ajanta cave one, painted above the Padmabani, belong to the 5th century CE. Here the Kinnara is shown as playing on a lute. We can say that it's a lute, or sometimes as a veena, and its lower part is like a bird, and it has an tail, but it's faded. And coming to the Hindu art, most of the Hindu dynasties such as Pallavas, Cholas, Palas, Uttas, and many more depicted Kinnaras on their art. And usually they are shown as either holding a musical instrument or as singing. And it's like half man and half human. And this image is from the descendants of Ganga Mavalapuram. We can see here a Kinnara and a Kinnari. The Kinnara is playing on a veena, and the Kinnari is playing on a cymbals. Probably they may be singing or praising the event. And the first one is from the Avantipur temple, Kashmir. Here we can see that it's the body of a bird with a head of a human and with breasts. So it's like only the head is for human and the other part is for bird. And this is from the Pala period of 11th century. After the 10th century, the Kinnaras are like more decorations to their tail. You can see here, he's playing on a veena, and his tail is highly decorated. Also from this Kinnara from the Vaidyanatha temple, Talakad. Here we can see that the tail is highly decorated, and more decorations are shown in other areas also. He's shown as dancing. And here we can see two Kinnaris. One is holding a veena, and the other one is playing on it. They also have much more decorated tails and floral designs beside them. This is a Kinnara fresco from Kailasnatha temple, Kanchipuram. We can see here the Kinnari is playing on a flute, and he may be probably playing on a cymbal, but it is like faded. And yeah, coming to the art of the Kinnaras in the art of Southeast Asian countries. Yeah, of course, the Buddhism transmitted to the Southeast Asian countries. Along with those that Buddhism, the concept, the art, as well as the concept of Kinnaras flow to the Southeast Asian countries. Kinnaras are depicted in pictures and sculptures more frequently in Southeast Asian countries than India, and they are seen as half bird and half human. They are most often seen made in wood, bronze, murals, stone, and this is a map showing the flow of just Buddhism to the Southeast Asian countries. First, we can see on the see the Kinneras in the art of Tibet. There the Kinnari is called as Shang Shang or Miamchi. There the upper body is like human and the lower body is like a bird. According to Tibetan Buddhism, these Kinnaras are a group of deities commonly depicted in Buddhist iconography. And the Kinnara king is reddish white in color and is engaged in playing on the musical instrument Veena. And these are images of a few Kinnaras from the 13th, 14th, and 15th century from Tibet. And here the first one, the first Kinnari is holding a swan on her hand, and she has some decorations in her tail and some floral designs here. The second one is a Kinnara made of gilt copper, and he also have some designs in his tail. Here we can see more decorations, floral designs in the background and a decorated tail. So that's a Kinnari. And coming to the art of Burma, there the Kinnara, male one is called as Kinnaya or Kinnaya, and the female is called as Kinnaya or Kinnaya. According to this Burmese Buddhism, Kinnaras are one of the 108 past animal life of Buddha and also considered as the 108 symbols on the footprints of Buddha. They are the benevolent spirits who protect humans in times of danger, and they are most often seen in murals. The earliest mural of Kinnara's depiction is from the Abhedana temple of Pagan of 11th century CE. Also, the stone carving, there is also a stone carving of Kinnara in Kaiku Uming temple of Bagan. And this is a Kinnara mural from the Leamayatana temple, Myanmar, belong to the 12th century CE. The interesting thing here is we can see that there is a wing to this human body in his back. Like it's a new introduction to these Southeast Asian countries, like giving wings to the back of the human body. Those having a lower part with the bird, and this is of 12th century, and this is from the 13th century. Here also you can see that there is a small wing seen on her back, and these are Kinnaras made on wood from the 18th century CE. And the first one is a corner piece wooden sculpture, and second one is the monk's wooden preaching chair. There also we can see that there is wings on his back and having lower body similar to the bird. And coming to the art of Thailand, here the male is called as Kinnon and the female is Kinnari. The Thai Kinnari is depicted as a young woman wearing angle-like costumes, and its lower part is similar to the bird, and upper part is human. And of course the concept is same all over the Southeast Asian countries. Like the lower part is bird and the upper part is human. The most famous Kinnara is Manora. He's heroine of the stories collected in Panas Jataka, and the oldest evidence of Kinnara motif is from triform text assimilated by King Litai of Sukhothai period in the 14th century CE. They are commonly seen on murals, framed paintings, ornamented doors, ceramics, and window shutters. And they are not depicted as characters in a particular story here in Thailand. This is a Kinnara made of stucco from the 7th to 8th century CE. He is playing on probably a lute, and his wings are shown in his back, but he don't have a tail-like thing, but he have legs of bird. And this is also a Kinnari dancer made of stucco of 11th century CE. These have only this Kinnari has no much decorations on their wings, or like she has only a crescent shaped wing, and here also it is like that. And this is a Thai ceramic with the Kinnari depiction. It is highly decorated, having a elongated tail and wings in her bird's body. Belong to the 18th century. And these two are from the British Library and British Museum, belong to the 19th and 20th century. These are paper paintings of couples of Kinnara couples. in Cambodia, this Kidara is called as Kenna and the female is called as Kinneri. And they are most often depicted in the Cambodian art and literature and considered they are considered as a symbol of beauty and often seen as supporting figures on the columns. And this is a figure from the figure of Kinnera from the Angkor Wat Temple of Cambodia, belong to the 12th century CE. Here the Kinnera is having a hybrid garland. Here we can see that her wings is highly decorated with elongated decorations, and she has a hybrid garland. Uh, and coming to the art of Indonesia, they are called as Kinneri and Kinneri there, and found in Borobudur, Mendot, Pawon, Sevu, Sari, and Parambanan temples, and they are either depicted as birds with the human heads or humans with the lower limbs of birds. And this is Kinnera Kinneri shown in the Pawon Temple of Java, Indonesia, belong to the 8th century CE. Here we can see this is a male and this is female. Both have lower part with the similar to a bird, and they are guarding the divine tree Kalpavriksha. And this is from the Borobudur Malang Temple of Indonesia, where there is two male and female Kinnera. And this is here the Kinneras are shown as birds with the head of humans. And the interesting thing in Indonesia is like there the Kinneras are represented in both Hindu and Buddhist temple. Here this is from the Hindu temple, Parambanan temple, that's a Hindu temple in Java. And of course, the interesting thing in Southeast Asian countries is like these Kinneras are not only confined to the art, but also they are seen in the performing arts also. This Kinnera couple dance is famous all over the Southeast Asian countries, and the dance is the popular emblem of true love. Usually, it depicts the love between the Buddha and Kinneri Manora, and this is the image of a Kinneri dance scene. And my concluding observations are like these Kinneras and Kinneris are celestial musicians in the Hindu and Buddhist mythology. Iconographically, they are described as having hybrid form with horse and human features or bird with human features. But while coming to the sculptures, they are usually depicted as birds with the heads of human maiden. And these Kinneras first appear on Buddhist sculptures, and the earliest evidence come from the Gandharan period. And the Gandharan depiction of Kinneras is similar to the Greek or the Roman harpies, which is shown in the right side of where a Greek harpy from the British Museum. She is like a human head, a bird with having a human head, and she's flying. And these Greek harpies inspired the form of Indian Kinneras and Kinneris. Except the figure of horse-headed Kinnera from the Bodh Gaya, all others depictions show themselves as the half men and half bird. Though the Hindu texts prescribe half human and half horse for form for Kinneras, in Hindu temples they are usually shown as half bird and half human. That may be probably the Buddhist influence. And the concept and form of Kinneras and Kinneris reached the Southeast Asian countries through the transmission of Buddhism from India to these countries. They are seen in sculptures and murals as decorations or as singles or as couples or as narrations. In India, Kinneras are not much popular compared to the Southeast Asian countries because they are most often seen in all the materials in like wood, stone, everything, and also they are also seen in the performing arts also. In Burmese temples, these Kinneris are most often seen in murals, and in Thailand and Cambodia, these Kinneras are often used as decorations in temples. In Java, they are depicted as the guardians of the divine tree Kalpavriksha, and as conceptual and concrete representation, the Kinneras and Kinneris are seen in the Hindu and the religious art of Hindu and Buddhist religious art of the South and Southeast Asian countries. And that's my conclusion, and thank you.